Hi, I'm Joe. I'm the chef at Naughty Piglet's restaurant in Brixton. I'm going to be cooking a Cornish mackerel dish today with rhubarb, ginger and coriander. So we're going to start by making this like sweet and sour pickle. So we need just water, kind of like it's equal parts water. So we're sort of this beautiful white balsamic vinegar. So you don't need to be super precise. That's about the same. If you can't get white balsamic, you can use white wine, you could use cider. For this dish, which has slightly sort of Thai Vietnamese elements, you could use rice wine vinegar. Just something with a nice high acidity. And then we're gonna go, again, equal amount of sugar. So again, probably that's about the same. We're gonna taste it in a minute just to make sure. So we're gonna bring that to the boil with some coriander stalks. Kept the stalks, tons of flavor in the stalk. And then ginger, we're gonna grate the ginger for the dressing, but there's gonna be a little bit of trim, and we're gonna keep all that. And we're gonna put that in the pickle liquor. So, boil all that up. It's gonna make a beautiful dressing. And while that's cooking, we're gonna take this rhubarb. We're gonna use the lower part, which tends to be a bit tender. Make that into jam or a crumble. I'm just gonna dice this up a little bit. And this is gonna be served almost raw. It's got nice tartness and acidity, which works beautifully with mackerel. I mean, this is gonna be loads, so we're just gonna dice that kind of quite roughly. Okay, so that's our rhubarb, just sort of roughly diced. This is the fresh ginger. Of course, you grate this. So that all goes together with a nice big glug full of oil, a little bit of black pepper, pinch of sea salt. So that's just gonna sit there, and we're gonna prep the mackerel next. So, if you're getting them whole like this, it's always the best way because you can really see how fresh it is. So we've got nice shiny eyes here, not very flimsy. If it's old, it's been sat around. You're looking for a nice dorsal fin and just really unblemished, clean skin. So, super sharp knife. Already taken the guts out. I'm just gonna go from the top. One nice long cut. Open it up and you can see the backbone. Just want to expose the backbone, go over it and through into the belly. And then you want to do one slick movement there, free it up there. And you take a knife, do that. You can tell that nice dark flesh says it's fresh. Other half, just take the head off, turn it round, and do pretty much exactly the same thing, but the other way. So, nice sharp knife, one nice smooth cut all the way down. Turn it over, pop your knife there. Pop your knife there. You've got lovely 2 fillets of mackerel. In the meantime, that's ready. Just go straight on top. So that's our dressing. So really, the heat's gonna cook the ginger, cook the rhubarb, but we want it still a little bit raw. So that's gonna sit there and cool down while we finish this mackerel. So you've got to take out the belly bones and the pin bones. So we just run our knife under there to take out the little belly bones. And then we do the same on the other side. Just run your knife underneath the belly bones. Like with oily fish, so you've got salmon, you've got mackerel, eel's wonderful. We do it with eel sometimes, smoked eel. And with oily fish, we always think about doing something acidic, cut through the sort of fattiness. So once we've got that done, okay, so take out the pin bones, just run your knife very gently down the back. You can kind of hear the bones just cracking. Be very careful not to pierce the other side. And then you can just grab them. Fresh fish like this is very easy. and just gently pull them out. It just comes, so that's all of the bones taken out together like that. And they are ready now to fry. Okay, so to cook our mackerel, start with quite a cold pan. So I can still touch that. It's heating up, but I know if I can touch it, we're okay. So we get a little bit of salt, both sides. Get oil in, quite a lot. Now, if I put this straight into a super, super hot pan, what's gonna happen is the skin's gonna sort of like contract. So by starting it in the sort of colder pan, give it a little chance for the skin to set, and we're gonna get a nice flat, crispy skinned fish. I'm just gonna put a little weight on there as well. So that's doing its thing now. Just need to keep an eye on it. And while that's cooking, we're gonna plate up the dish. So we've got our rhubarb, ginger, sort of sweet and sour dressing. We'll start with a bit of that. To add a little bit of richness, we've got this is really beautiful Greek yogurt, with a little blob of that next door. So that's kind of ready to go, and we're just waiting for the fish to cook. Mackerel takes no time at all to cook. A little look-see. We know it's cooked. We're gonna take it till it's sort of like grey all over, leaving a little bit of pinkness, and we're gonna flip it over, bit of lemon juice, straight on. So it looks still quite raw, but we want it just cooked. Still a little bit pink in the middle. So now I'm just gonna flip them over. Big squeeze of lemon juice. You're gonna just baste it a little bit in the olive oil and the lemon. And that's still gonna be a little bit pink in the middle, but that's what we want. Keep those juices in there. So, our mackerel, we're just gonna pop that next to the dressing. And then we've got this lovely coriander cress, just to finish the dish with. So that is Cornish mackerel, ginger, rhubarb, coriander. Tricky one to eat, actually. A little bit of that, a little bit of everything together. Perfect.